93K, just like I said. Now this is next for Bitcoin. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, whenever you're watching this video. Welcome to the Bitcoin family channel. For the newcomers, my name is Didi. In today's video, of course, amazing news, a couple of amazing Bitcoin charts, and an inspirational quote at the end. Watch the video till the end and start this beautiful morning on Tuesday with giving this video already a thumbs up. Now, let's jump into the news first. Did you give the thumbs up? Thumbs up. Just click it. Click, bam. The big news for today, guys, is that more and more companies are adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet, treating Bitcoin as their reserve asset. Now also stepping into this is Rumble. Yes, congratulations to all the people watching this video on Rumble. But Chris Pavlovsky tweeted, hey, shall we add Bitcoin as a reserve currency to the company? 93% of the people said yes on Twitter, and now they announced Rumble is gonna add $20 million worth of Bitcoin to their balance sheet as a reserve currency for their company, Rumble. Rumble is leading by example now for YouTube. You should follow suit as well. Add Bitcoin to your portfolio as a reserve asset on your balance sheet. That is how YouTube, you protect your capital against all the inflations and all the black swan events that are gonna happen in the next upcoming years. Amazing good news for Rumble, guys. Also, of course, for Bitcoin, because it's another company adding their assets into Bitcoin as a protection against inflation, etc. guys. There is two more companies that did exactly the same last week. On the 18th of November, Semler Scientific added another 215 Bitcoins, around 17.7 million US dollar, to their hodl stack of Bitcoins as well. They are hodling now in total around 1,200 Bitcoins on their balance sheet. Semler Scientific. So we have MicroStrategy, we have Rumble, we have Semler, and do we have more? Yes, we have one more. We have the artificial intelligence firm Genius Group. They also added 110 Bitcoins to their balance sheet. That's around 10 million US dollar. And they announced, hey, we want to make sure that Bitcoin is responsible for 90% of our reserve assets on our balance sheet. So more and more companies are taking the example that MicroStrategy had in the beginning already a couple of years ago. More and more companies understand that that's the best thing to do. If you have these sleeping assets in your company, which are doing nothing, and you're pretending to yourself that when you keep them in the bank account, you get an interest. That's not true. You probably need to pay interest nowadays. The only thing that you as a company need to do is take all your reserve assets, put them in Bitcoin, and let that capital grow. Every 4 years, a new high. Every 4 years, a higher low. The previous high was around 60K. The high this bull cycle already is 99K. We're gonna make a high around 160K. The previous low was 16K. The next low will be 60K. That's how Bitcoin works. Whenever you buy Bitcoin, 4 years later, you will be in profit. So it's very interesting to see now all of these companies doing the same, storing their reserve assets into Bitcoin to protect their company's capital against inflation, against black swan events, against all of kind of corruption that can happen because the central banks printing a shitload of more of fiat shitcoins out of thin air. All of that is happening now, guys. Please notice this. Understand that when companies with their capital are prepared to take these huge risks, which essentially are no risk, but they think it's a risk, you should be taking that same risk, which essentially is no risk, but you still think it is a risk. Bitcoin is not a risk. It is the gold of the 21st century. It's a store of value. It's protecting your capital against everything bad that can happen in our world. Please understand it. Withdraw all your savings from your shitty savings account that is not paying you interest. Put it all in Bitcoin. You're earning a CAGR, that's a compounded growth of 40% a year. If you want to earn more, then put your capital into the Bitcoin family bot. That one is making 3.5% a month. That's another 40% a year by just not letting your capital sleep on these shitcoin bank accounts, but put them into Bitcoin and crypto, guys. That's the solution for everyone. Not just for institutional investors, not just for governments, not just for kick-ass huge companies, also for you and me. Please understand that. Now, let's jump into the charts to see how this reflected on the Bitcoin price and if I was right, if you went to 93K and what will be next. Bam. Before I continue, guys, huge news first. And the huge news first is that the DDBAM token has been listed on Apex Omni. Yes, you heard me right. The DDBAM token was listed on Apex Omni, guys. This is the best, biggest decentralized exchange out there. This is the decentralized exchange I've been talking about for 2 years. I told you guys, this is gonna be your solution when it comes to non-KYC anonymous trading. I've been saying this already for 2 years. Even to be completely honest, I already told you 2 years ago, I invested in that DEX. I even announced it on CNBC. As you can see in this article, we moved more than $1 million into decentralized exchanges and also did investments in these exchanges. Apex Pro at that time was one of those. It now converted to Apex Omni because now it's a multi-chain DEX. And you can even swap, spot swapping. So you can even now swap your DDBAM tokens for USDT on Apex Omni, guys. That's amazing. So you can trade with leverage, not the DDBAM token, but Bitcoin, Ethereum, and many others. And you do spot swapping on the same decentralized exchange with an anonymous wallet. Anonymous wallet. You just open a new anonymous wallet and you connect it to that exchange and you start trading on that exchange without even sending your crypto, your Bitcoins, your Ethereum, your DDBAMs to that exchange. They will stay in your wallet and you will be trading from your wallet. And there is a shitload of liquidity over there and you will be able to do whatever you do on a centralized exchange and you can just keep control on your assets. If Apex Exchange decides to go bankrupt, you still have full control on all your assets because they are not in Apex wallets, they are in your wallets. That is the biggest advantage of a decentralized exchange, safety first. And that exchange, I'm proud of, has now listed the DDBAM token, guys. Go check it out. Use the link down below, sign up to Apex Pro, claim a bonus up to 30K and start to trade DDBAM on Apex Omni, guys. Amazing news. Now, let's jump into the next part. Good morning, guys. These are the charts for today. Yeah, give me one more zip. Still bull market vibes because this is all part of the bull market, but I warned you. So let's jump into the charts first. 4-hour chart. I told you guys in yesterday's video even, hey guys, please be aware we could dip to this green line, 94, and we could even dip one green line lower to 92K areas over here, this green line, there, that one. Yes, we dipped to the first one with a full body. We wicked even to the second one. So my sloppy TA was again really punctual. So what do I expect next? I expect next that Bitcoin will start to go move like this a little bit sideways. Something like this pattern before we go up again, somewhere beginning of December, break 100K before Christmas, higher, maybe even 105K, maybe even 110K, really bullish, then of course come back. And I think then we will have this dip somewhere to 80K-ish area, maybe 88K here, this area, somewhere like that is what I expect to happen between now, Christmas, and then the end of the year. And then, of course, in 2025, we will go to the bull market. We'll come back to that later. But that's something I can see happening because I really think that we mostly peak until, the first week of like December, second week of December, before people start to take profit. Why do they take profit? I think it has to do with the fact that people just want to buy a lot of presents for their family, Christmas shopping, that they have 2 weeks Christmas holiday, so maybe they don't work, or maybe, even the exchanges and the official exchanges also don't work too much. So people want to have no risk on the market during these Christmas, New Year times. They don't want to be focused on working, they want to be focused on family, so they take off their capital from the market so they can completely focus on their family without being worrying on their iPhone all the time. Oh, what is the market doing? So that's what I believe that always happens around Christmas and why we always see a small dip. Is this move going to be the move that I just showed you? I hope it will. It can be many other moves, but something like that is something Bitcoin could pull off. Like just peak above 100K just before the end of the year, then have this 20% drop to 80K. Fear for all the people on the streets. That will also be the blood on the streets. I will be buying that blood because the top will be in the end of 2025. On the week chart, we can see that. Even this chart, I shared it yesterday with you. If you would have really paid attention and really looked very closely into the chart, you can see these candles are the current candles. The blue, that one is the 2021 top, and the green is the 2070 bull run. You can see that during this phase, look what the blue one did. They went up and they had a correction over there. Just showing it here. In this phase, up and the correction. Here again, up and the correction. The green one, same. We went up, high, same period, November, correction. Even here, into December, correction. You see? Now, so this phase, around Christmas till the beginning of January, is a volatile phase. We will go up and we will come down. There will be some correction, I believe. But if you look at the long term, you can see both of them ended up way higher. And that's going to happen in 2025. And for all the people that are doubt, even if I take the candles, this is the candle where we are at the moment. I'm going to calculate now till the end candle where the top was really in. Let's take this one there. That was in total 44 bars. This is a weekly chart. That means 44 weeks. That means almost a full year until the top was reached in 2017. And of course we had a double top in 2021. So let's be also clear over there. It could also only take over here, this is 17 bars, 17 weeks until the top. But even 17 weeks is 4.5 months. So that will be December, January, February, March, around April. So either we have a double top again, maybe then we top out in April, come back and do another top, or we have a blow-off top and it will take till the end of 2025. Please understand, I drew these lines, I copied the 2017-21 bull market at this moment over there when I said we are there. There were no candles behind it. It was empty blackish space. I told you from that moment we can follow those two paths. We have been following that path. We outperformed those paths over here. That's why we created a new all-time high before the halving. But now we are pulling back to those paths. And if we keep following these paths, we might end up a bit higher. I'm going to give you the targets in one of the next charts. Also, what I want to educate you about is these dips are just plain normal. I'm just going to show you that. Please understand, this is the 2017 bull market. Wait, can I draw? I'm going to draw a square rectangle here. This is the 2017 bull market. Yeah, 2015 till 2017, 2 years bullishness. Inside of this, we had a lot of pumps and corrections. And those corrections were up to 38% every time, guys. Every time. I'm going to show you, because it looks a small correction. For example, over here, this was the first run. From there, we went all the way to that peak. That was 140% run. That 140% run, that was followed by, bam, a 40% correction. So this very small area over there, that we can see, this area, this already was like a 140% run, 40% correction. Another couple of 100% run, 38% correction. That is how it moved in 2017's bull market. Up, correction, up, correction, up, correction, up, correction, up, correction, up, correction, up, massive correction. Can you see this? These corrections are all 30 to 40%. Now let's go to the previous bull market, the bull market of 2021. Let me see what happened over there. We went here, up, massive correction, COVID crash, up, correction, 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 up, and the final correction. Again, all of these corrections were massive corrections. I'm going to zoom in now in this area to show you how big they were in the previous bull market. This is the 2021 bull market. Okay, I'm going to clean up. I'm going to take these lines away here. Just to give you an example, for the beginning, from there, the correction till there was 50%. Even 70%, but that was the pre-bull market phase because of that COVID crash. So I'm not going to count as 70%, but there were huge corrections. Normally it would have been 40%, I think. Now, every time this correction here, we go up beautifully from that level to there, 20%. This correction here to the top, from there, 20%. This correction here, from there, 30%. All of these corrections happened in the bull market before this one. Now we go to the current bull market. This is a 2024 bull market. Here we see the same. Look guys, bear market bottom, we went up, correction, we went up, correction, we went up, correction, we are going up, correction, we went up, correction. Sideways, we went up, probably a correction. Will this correction be 20%? Yes, that is possible. Yes, that is possible. As this correction, for example, over there, bam, 22%. As this correction over there, bam, 21%. As this correction over there, bam, 20%. As this correction over there, bam, 30%. So if we will get a correction from this level of 20% all the way to 80K, will it be 30%? It will all the way be to 70K. Will I be freaking out? No. Why not? If we go and look to the chart and draw this horizontal ray at that level, that is the 70K level. We broke that level. What have I been educating you the last couple of years, guys? I'm going to clean up the chart just to show you again. I told you all the time, when we break a level of resistance, we mostly pull back to that level of resistance to retest. Check. This is a huge resistance for a couple of years already. So it's not strange that if we finally break it, we retest it before we continue. So yes, I think that a dip to 80K with all the bullishness at the moment is definitely possible. 70K could happen, not as probable, but also possible. But the bull market top will be 160 to maybe even higher. And I'm going to show you that in the next chart, why. Okay? Now, so there's one more chart. Wow, beautiful, beautiful charts today, Didi. Yes, amazing charts. There's this chart. This chart was found on Ali Charts on Twitter. Yes, I will always do shout outs if I don't forget to the people that share these charts. But on this chart, you can see the same that I just told you. We have in the top 2017, 20, and 24. Yellowish, light green, and the black line. The black line is the current line. We can see the yellow line, yes, in this area had a dip. We can see the greenish of the grayish line, yes, where the pump and a dip. Here also, small dip. Both of these lines took another year to make a bull market top, all the way into 2025. Now, if we copy the 270 bull market, it could even be a top of 240K, guys. 240K. The 2020 bull market also around these levels. The 2020 bull market a little bit earlier, and this one later. I don't really agree with this timeline because this is going to say February. I really think it will be the last part of 2025. Of course, I said the double top, we can be there in April. That's definitely possible, but for me, the real top should somewhere be in the end of 2025. But just showing you what will happen if we move from here like we moved in the 2017 or 2020 bull market. This will be massive gains, guys, massive gains. It could even be before 2025 already 120K, just what I said. It could even go before Christmas to above 100K and then crash a little bit, you know, in January over here to that 80K to 100K. All possibilities. Just sharing with you what I think that could happen now after this dip. I hope you really enjoyed the charts. Like I told you, yes, we would dip. I've been telling you this now for a couple of videos. Be aware, take some profits. I told my VIPs, take some profits. Nobody ever got poor of taking profits. And we dipped from 99K all the way to 93K. That's a 6K dip already. Can we dip more? Yes. But there is a massive support zone now at this area, 92,000 US dollars. That's a huge support zone. So we could wick even to 92K. From there, I believe we will go sideways again a little bit. And then the market will decide. Will we dip a little bit more, like another 10% to the 80K range, like 84K range, something like that? That could even happen. Then we had that 20% dip that I told you that could happen during a bull market. You should fill your bags at those moments. Dollar cost average in each and every dip. That is how you play this short-term bull cycle, because this is not the end. It's not the end. We are still going to continue. We already survived 3, 4, 5 of these 30% dips from the bear market bottom until now, and we are collectively going to survive this dip as well. Don't freak out. Don't send me DMs. I'm freaking out. Should I step out? This is the end. I went all in with my house. Maybe I should sell everything now. If you're happy with your profits, take your profits. Nobody ever got poor of taking profits. If you want to take profits with a part of your portfolio and keep holding a little bit for the rest of the bull market, also fine. Profit is profit. Play the game the way you feel happy, the way you make yourself feel happy. Like, profit is profit. Losing, that's a terrible feeling, but winning is always a beautiful feeling. So I believe that we could dip to 80K even, 84K-ish, you know, that strong resistance level that we were fighting at that time. And from there again, pump it up in 2025 to 160K. Again, doubling your capital from 80K to 160K. So this is my vision, but I diversify my portfolio, hodling. I don't even look at them. I don't have access to them. I don't even care about them. I will see what happens with them next year. And of course, also my trading portfolio, yes, selling and buying back, multiplying my Bitcoin stack. Hey, that's a rhyme. I think we need to make a song. Selling and buying back, I'm multiplying my Bitcoin stack, something like that. Guys, now, let's jump now into the next part of the video, guys. Bam. The inspirational quote for today, guys. Fear defeats more people than anything else in our world. Whatever you think that defeats the most people, it is wrong. It is fear. It's not wars, it's not sports, it's not any of the other things. Fear is defeating the most people all the time. Every single day, people are defeated by fear. And what does that mean? It means that people have a shitload of possibilities and opportunities ahead of them, in front of them. They can even smell them, see them, feel them. But fear defeats them in making the decision of taking that first step. It's fear that is killing all those dreams. Nothing else. It's just fear. We are being defeated by fear every single day. And that needs to stop now. Stop living in fear. Embrace each and every moment, and as if it is the last moment you will be able to decide to take that step. Change your fear into the passion for adventure. If you're afraid of something, see it as an adventure. I'm gonna try something new and just try it out. And if I don't succeed, I can always fall back to my safe haven place. But if I do succeed, I will progress into the next level in my existence. Fear will try to stop you every time. It's this filthy, dirty voice, looks like filthy, dirty shitcoins, that's trying to convince you you should not do that new thing. You should not talk to those new people. You should not take that first step. You should not bungee jump. You should not fly. You should not ride a bicycle. You should not ride without a helmet. You shouldn't, whatever it is. Fear is ruling your mind, most of people's mind. And that's exactly what we stopped doing when we went all in. All those fears. All those fears. Traveling, that was a big fear. Taking your kids out of school, big fear, because maybe they became retarded now. Going all in, leaving your bank accounts, big fear. Buying Bitcoin, big fear. All of those fears, we said, fuck it. We said, fuck those fears. We do what feels right. Since we've been doing that, we became more happy. And because we became more happy, we became more successful. Etc., etc., etc. It's the law of attraction. Don't focus on fear, focus on passions. Fear is defeating most people daily. It's nothing else, guys. It's not a lion, it's not an elephant, it is fear. So if you will be able to get control on your fears, at least recognize your fears, then you will also be able to step back and like, why am I afraid of this? Analyze that fear. First, see what your fear is, step back, analyze that fear. Should I really fear something I've never experienced? Why would I fear it if I don't even know what it is? And then decide, let's go on an adventure. That should be like the goal of life. Beautiful adventures, beautiful experiences. Let's see it as a new adventure experience and try it out. And let's see what happens. Whatever happens, there will always be two new choices. Again, you can go left, and again, you can go right. There will always be a new choice. But never let your life be ruled by fear. That was the inspirational quote for today, guys. Fear is killing all of your dreams. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, please give the video a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. What do you think about the news? What do you think about the charts? What do you think about the fear? What do you think about those clouds around me? It's a strange weather for this time in the year in Phuket. Normally we have only blue skies. It's already like cloudy for 3 days now. Maybe I'm fearing the sun. No, I'm gonna do the sun and dance and hope that the sun will be back very soon, guys. Thank you for watching. I wish you an amazing Tuesday. See you tomorrow again. Bam.